There is no green screen today. Green screen out. Green screen bad. No, it's actually good. But some days you're just too lazy to get all that stuff set up. We don't really need it anyways. And anyways, you get to see Bob over here. That's Bob right there. Body opponent Bob. Body opponent bag, a.k.a. Bob. Also known as Bitcoin Bob, who I've given a regular beating to ever since Bitcoin was on the scene. And if you're interested, you can go to my YouTube channel, search for Bitcoin Bob, and you can see me giving Bitcoin Bob a sound beating. A well-deserved beating. Very well-deserved. And I will be talking about Bitcoin sometime in the near future. But today it is much more important. Well, by the way, the reason why I've had spotty appearance over the past few days is that earlier in the week, I had my mother's funeral, and then for a couple of days I was screaming at the dogs, and I lost my voice. I wasn't really screaming. I was yelling for them to come back. One of them, the newer dog, to come back. And I strained my voice, and it's just now starting to come back with the aid of some stuff. Anyways, that's all neither here nor there. Well, it's probably there, but it's not here. And so today we're going to talk about PatternCast. We're going to talk about a special deal that we have going on that is good until the end of the month. And that is a yearly deal. Let me tell you what we're doing. But before I do that, I've been instructed. Actually, I wasn't instructed. Along with my partner, we came up with this sort of a disclaimer. And this is what we want to say. So, anyways, we're offering two different things. We're doing a couple of things with PatternCast. One is that so far it has experienced nothing less than or nothing more than organic growth. We've probably got about 80, 90 subscribers, and they all came to us very early on, and that is without the benefit of doing any real advertising or anything like that. But now we're changing that. Now that we've got these services really under control, the thing is an incredible success. People are really enjoying it, making great money every day. We have not had a losing week. We have only had one losing week since its inception in the beginning of October of last year. Now we're going to embark in a PR campaign and marketing campaign and expand its reach and start, because we're ready. We have tested the waters. We have our support down. We have the system down. Everything's cool. Now it's time to go out there in the real world. And in order to do that, we need to get an influx in cash. So we're offering a special deal in two ways. One is a yearly membership, and then the other is a lifetime membership. And the yearly membership has a significant discount on it. Lifetime membership, you'll get the signals forever, or as long as we're able to keep PatternCast out there. And which we expect. I mean, this is going to be our full-time job for the next several years, many years. I hope for decades. I hope it turns into something even bigger, which will... Anyways, the lifetime membership will afford you certain things. Now, before I get into it any more, let me just say that these signals that we put out on PatternCast, they're not predictions, and they're not guarantees. They are prices that our system has found to be statistically relevant and historically offers a trade potential. So what that means is that yes, sir. Hi. You. I just went live and I was reading them the disclaimer. Great timing. Do you have something to say? All right, all right. All right, bye. He's got such great timing. So, our system is based on statistical analysis. It has the ability to do pattern recognition and recognize patterns over decades of data, and then from that build a statistical model, and will show us, again, not a guarantee of where things might go, but by being able to recognize patterns in today's market and then seeing similarities in past markets and then building a statistical model around that, has been able to show us these trades or these setups, these scenarios that are what have proven to be highly predictable. Now, again, they are not predictions. When I say predictable, I should say that they have statistical relevance, and then from that we can make decisions. That's what I'm trying to say. So the prices that it finds are statistically relevant and historically offer potential. These signals are based on past data, but that does not guarantee future results. In fact, we know there will be losers. There have been losers. It's not like every single signal that we put out there is a winner. However, the winners so far have far outstripped the losers by, an order of magnitude. 85% winners or non-losers. 60 to 70% of them have hit the expected target or greater. I think 60% have hit the target or greater. 70% have hit at least, 80% of the target or something ridiculous like that. It's just unbelievable. And some of them have gone, 200, 300, 500, 700, 800% of the target. So we're finding, and our customers are finding, a great deal of, value in this service. So as I said, there will be losers. We've had one losing week since October 1st. So one out of, 26, 27 weeks. That's not bad. So I guess that puts it right in around from a weekly point of view, about the 95 percentile. And we also know that there could be several losers in a row. We're talking about the individual trades. But what we've done is that PatternCast actually will generate many, many calls, and we're expanding this. So part of the money that we're collecting for these yearly and lifetime memberships is going, one, towards PR and marketing, but also towards development. We have to hire developers, so that because there is a fair amount of automation that has to go on in order for us to efficiently grab these signals. And right now we do most of the futures, most of the main trading pairs in Forex, and some equities. We're going to put more money into the equities so that we can get a wide variety of equity trades out there. And that is going to afford, and also more Forex trades too. And then when the futures products start expanding with micro contracts, we want to include those as well. So this is all good. This is going to provide greater flexibility for people with smaller accounts as well as larger accounts. So that's what we need the money for. And that's why we're offering a great deal. We're trying to get all that in. We want to push this out there now. Now is the time. So it's a value for value thing. We will give you an incredible value, and then you will get an incredible value in return. I think I just said the same thing. And we will get, a influx of cash that will allow us then to expand operations and make this an even better service, which is hard to imagine, but it can be better. Over time, these signals should offer a statistical edge. Not only should, but have. We do not look at them as predictions. There is a difference. We understand that difference, and you must do your own due diligence before making any decision about your own trades. We help people within the in the context of our trade room the best we can in terms of position sizing, trading psychology, all of these things. And we advocate trading very small. We put out a lot of trades or a lot of setups, and that's good because all of these setups are derived from very, very different strategies that PatternCast develops. And so what happens is that their returns tend to be uncorrelated with each other, and that's fantastic. So that means that the more trades that you can put on, and the higher degree of there is a high degree of non-correlation between them, that has a tendency. So in other words, some are going long, some are going short. That has a tendency to mitigate risk and smooth out the drawdowns and increase the profit potential with a lower degree of volatility in the returns. Which, in other words, that makes it really comfortable and a super great way to trade. So here's the other thing is that the system, it generates these patterns. It's not like we have gone in there and defined some patterns. We haven't put these patterns in there. We've done nothing more than actually put in fragments of ways of describing the market. And we've put in as many as 450 of these different fragments. And PatternCast then assembles those into its own unique strategies, and then from that can discern patterns in the market, and then scan those across decades of data, terabytes of data, really fast. And then find matches, statistical matches. So we don't really understand exactly what PatternCast is doing and how it comes up with that. It doesn't reveal, well, we could go in there and look at the patterns, but quite frankly, they don't make a whole lot of sense, but they work. So from that point of view, we don't really understand why these signals work, but they seem to work. I mean, the evidence is in the returns. It's just really, it's incredible. So these are generated by looking at data in ways that include thousands, if not millions, of different permutations. So it is taking those fragments of descriptors. They're like a lexicon or an alphabet that PatternCast uses and assembles into a certain way of looking at the market, and then it creates these scenarios based on this model that it creates. So, again, I'm reading from our statement. We believe that it would be foolish and unproductive to try to guess why these signals seem to work. I mean, we have a good idea because PatternCast is able to find the similarity in the market to today's market and then make some kind of judgment that it looks a lot like this did many, many times before, and when it looked like that, it did this. So if it reaches this, then it may do this, and so that's what we take out of it. And so we believe, and this is no lie, we believe that rather than creating something, that we actually found something. Right? Because if you go and you look at the PatternCast data, it's not like it's saying, oh, it's a head and shoulders pattern, and therefore it does this and that. And that's not like that at all. It doesn't know anything about head and shoulders or pennants or RSI, or it doesn't know any of that stuff. It just knows these sort of bits and pieces that it puts together into this matrix. So anyways, we're offering a monthly, quarterly, and yearly memberships. We're really hoping that you will consider the yearly membership or a lifetime membership, and that will help us expand our operations as from two different aspects. One is from a marketing, and another is from a technical or an R&D perspective, so that we can then improve the offerings that we have right now. And so that's what we're doing. This past week, for instance, has been just off the hook. Now, one of the ways that we've been maintaining transparency is that I've been putting up the alerts, the actual alerts that we get from PatternCast, and that's what you see in the thumbnail of this video. So you can go back and you can check all of these calls, and you'll see that, wow, this is really cool. What else can we say about this? This is a subscription service. You commit to whatever period that you're in, whether that's a quarterly or monthly or yearly. There are no refunds from that. If there was an error, then we'll take that into consideration. If you use these signals, you have to agree to hold us also completely harmless for the trades that you make. We're not responsible for your trades. We will help you however we can in developing good risk management tenets. And we have sort of guidelines that we use, and we'll show you those, and then you can decide whether or not you want to take those. We have a tendency to want to trade very small position sizes and really try to preserve our capital, but leave ourselves open to to bigger moves. And you can only do that if you trade small. When you start trading large, you can't sleep at night. You're worried about your trade, and you may make rash decisions that are based on emotions rather than allowing the system to work. And so if you trade small and something goes against you, it doesn't hurt so bad. You can sleep at night and then let it do its thing. And then when it does its thing, you make money, and you don't have so many, like I said, you don't have that volatility in the returns. It's a really comfortable way to trade, and the returns are unreal. I keep on saying that, man, just about any one of these trades that we put on pays for about a year's worth of the service. When it comes through, that is just remarkable. Anyways, today's I keep on getting this I was helping out a friend of mine. He's creating an ebook, and he was trying to create a table of contents, but it looks like he's got it. So this deal of this incredible deal, which is normally $1,295 a year for the service, we're offering it for $995. For a lifetime membership, I would like you to call us, and we'll talk about what we're offering and what you get in return besides the service for that. So that's pretty much all I have to say, I think. I could go through all the trades. That's kind of cool. And go through all the trades and show you. But I've done that over and over, and it's not that it gets old. It's how can you say something like, man, I'm really getting tired of all this winning. No, it's not like that at all. It's just that, it's probably hard for people to look at that and say, okay, another winner, another winner, another winner. So I just put the information out there. If people want, more statistical information, they can get that. You can just look at the setups yourself and see how they work. I typically put them out around 3 o'clock, 3:30, which is before the session ends. So they're technically still good for this day. although most of them tend to set up earlier in the day. And then we give them about 4 days to work out. So I guess you could technically take some of these signals if they just trigger, later in the day, because you'll have access to them. Their worthwhileness diminishes as we get closer and closer to the end of the session. And then we go and do the next day, and then the next day, and the next day, and so forth. If they don't trigger, then we just drop them from the list, and then we look at tomorrow's signals. That's the way it goes. All right. So there you go. PatternCast. Special offer until the end of the month, or until we collect the money that we need to do those two things: PR push, marketing, and development. And if you have any questions, you can see my contact information right there. Give me a call. And that's about it. I think the next video that I do, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and that market, and then go from there. I haven't talked about it for a while, and I know that a lot of people want me to get on there and yell at them. I don't know what it is. It's like people are kind of masochists. They want me to get on and yell at them. Sort of like tough love. Why the hell are you invested in Bitcoin when you could be doing this stuff with PatternCast and get into futures and Forex and equities, real markets, instead of that fake market, that magic money crap, which may someday actually be real money, but right now, just way too much risk. So that's all I have now to say. I want to thank everybody. Nathan would like to help. Well, if you would like to help, give us a call. Let us know what you'd like to do. A lot of the current subscribers have already taken that plunge, changed over their monthly to yearly subscriptions, or done the lifetime membership because they see the real value of it. I mean, it's it's really incredible. Or anyways, that's it. That is it now. I am about to get out of here, and I hope everybody has a great evening. I'll be back tomorrow with the setups that will be coming out tonight at about 8 o'clock. And that'll be good for tomorrow. And then those that trigger are good for 4 days after that. In other words, if they trigger and then we put them on, we give them 4 days to work their way out. Then we'll see what we have tomorrow. And then I'll recap everything that happened over the last week. I was, in the beginning of these, and you can go back to some of the older ones, and showing in gray all the ones that triggered, but that list is getting really long, and I literally cannot fit it on the screen anymore. So now I'm just showing the triggers for this day, and you can check those out. Check them out. Prove it for yourself. Prove it for yourself that this is happening. That I'm not like reporting something the next day and then kind of making up the trades. I'm showing you that day and then how they'll work out the following day. It's about as transparent as you can get. If you want more information about the system, go to traderfutures.com. If you want to look at a video of our subscribers doing an anonymous survey and us reviewing the results of that survey, it's also on traderfutures.com. Right there on the front page, you'll see the video. I think that that will be very telling, and you'll get firsthand knowledge of what the people who are using the service actually think. We ask them to give us both, not both, but the good, the bad, and the ugly of the service as they perceive it. And it was anonymous, so they were free to say whatever they want without us knowing who actually did the survey. We did the survey through SurveyMonkey. So, now I am done. And I want to say thanks to everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.